What's up YouTube? Welcome to yet another Flash episode review. Now we didn't have Flash last week, but he's back here and better than ever because this episode was really fun to watch. So we're gearing up pretty much for all these big Killer Frost reveals. We've got the 4-night crossover coming very soon. So it's clear that they want to see Caitlin be evolved into that Killer Frost thing very soon, which is the next episode, which is the Kevin Smith episode, which I'm super hyped about watching, just because I'm a huge Kevin Smith fan. Now this episode was pretty interesting. We had a villain known as Shade, who has a presence in the comics and the Flash history. So Shade was actually a very different character. He was actually more of a human form kind of person, and we didn't really see them much, to be honest. But it did lead us, well, Wally led us to Savitar and Alchemy's base, which is a big cliffhanger moving forward because we saw Wally in that chrysalis thing. So what's happening there? So we'll talk about that a bit later in this video. So we've got HR who, well, hipster HR, who is one of the best parts of this show in my opinion, and it is credit again to the acting of, well, the actor who plays him and is able to convey so many different versions of the same damn character. It was pretty funny when he came up with a big plan to, well, everyone's going to work out that they work at the Flash. So they're going to open a Star Labs museum and have him at the helm. But, you know, he was kind of a convicted felon. People thought he murdered. And, well, you know, that's not good, is it? So it leads me to think, like, what's going on with Star Labs? I mean, it's been a couple of years now. How are they still open? Like, are they open for business or are they shut? I'm not too sure on that one. Let me know in the comments what you think on that, because are they making stuff? Because obviously in the first episode we saw so many people working there, but now it's obviously just a couple of people just hiding out. Like, how are they getting paid? You know what I mean? It's just really strange. But there was that, but we got to see the weird kind of face, whatever it was called, and it's quite similar to what Eobard Thawne used as well. So there's a nice little callback there. Yes, hey, have you guys heard of these? Yeah, we have. We got screwed over by one. So we got to learn that on Earth 19 there is, of course, a lot of gorillas. So another shout out to Gorilla City, and again Gorilla Grodd there. So we know, obviously, that Gorilla Grodd is coming back in some way. He ended up in that Gorilla City somehow. So that's pretty cool. I hope we get that at some point. So Gorilla City was pretty big in the comics, and I'm really hoping we get to see that, because in the New 52 that was quite a big thing. It was a cool little story on with the Flash, but you know, whatever. So this episode has led to Alchemy being almost captured, and I kind of find it weird that they took so long to take his damn mask off, but they never actually did it. We never got to see who it was before the weird Ultron looking Transformer Savitar turned up and was like, yeah, I'm the god of speed. Okay, that's just like, I don't like the look of the character, even though the look of the comic book character is pretty camp and looks really shit. But I guess that this is someone in a weird kind of, I would say, like Iron Man suit armor perhaps, because the original character was like a test pilot and like kind of involved with that, so kind of high tech. So this is probably what's happened, kind of merged the Speed Force with technology, which I haven't really done in this show yet. And like, I guess they had that tracky, whatever it was called, thing that over him to make him go a bit faster. That's interesting because Irish West doesn't actually do a lot in this show, except punch people, it seems. And I'm glad that they kind of, that romance is taking a back seat to all the rest of the cool stuff on the show, which we actually want to see. I know you shippers out there like it, but it's just, for me, it's what is dragging down Arrow Season 5 just a bit, well, Arrow Season 4 as well. So these kind of don't really work, and it's going to affect Supergirl as well with Alex Danvers. But the episode as a whole was pretty good. It was fun to see. I liked to see HR. I liked to see them go to that cinema in the park to The Shining, and a very horror, very scary movie, and then Shade just turns up, and you're like, whoa. That is just the perfect time to show up when you're watching The Shining, if you have watched The Simpsons. Now finally, Wally is going to get his powers. He was drawn to the Philosopher's Stone thing, which I still find funny that Tim Felton's in it, with the Philosopher's Stone, which was in there, but was in Harry Potter, of course. But Wally at the end turns into the kind of chrysalis thing, and you're like, well, what's going on? We see his colours change in that as well. He's obviously been drawn to it, and it looks like I was right with the fact that Savitar, well, Alchemy was working for Savitar, which we saw when the rival was pretty much, we don't know what's happened to him, but it looks like he's probably dead because he's letting him down. So are we going to get a weird kind of reverse Flash thing? Are we going to get Wally turn evil now? We get him because it seems to affect people, their mind, they turn evil once they get their powers back. He was obviously good in the first Flashpoint episode, but will he be bad here? That's the question, which I think would be an interesting thing. I think he's going to possibly turn on them, and then he'll get kind of, been told, you're a good guy at heart, and you're a speedster now, so be good and stuff, possibly. But that is it for this video. Please do drop a like, please do subscribe below to not miss a video ever. See you soon, goodbye.